What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. In the last episode, we took care of some side quests, then came here to the Tower of Spirits. So in this episode, well, we're going to talk to Angine, and then take on the next section of the tower. So what's going on? Angine, the spirit tracks between the Ocean Temple and here have reappeared. Yes, nicely done. Now there is but one temple left until all the tracks are restored. Once they are, we'll be able to enter the altar of the Demon King. Just one more step. To get to the next temple, do we have to go to a new realm? Yes, the next temple is hidden in a mountain of fire. But first, go reclaim the realm map that will restore the way to the next realm. Let's go, Link. Alright, real talk for a second. Whose idea was it to put a temple inside a mountain of fire? Like, I'd like to have a word with them because that seems kind of dangerous. And like, while we're talking about this, why did they put the temple so far apart? Because clearly, it did not stop the evil people from doing what they did. And now it's only making my life harder. So I think someone needs to, like, you know, reevaluate some of their life choices somewhere down the line. Anyways, though, let's make our way to the top of the tower. That way we can enter the next new section. And, well, here we are finally. So, without wasting any more time, let's do it, man. This is floor 13. We made it to a new level. I wonder what's in store for us. We've defeated so many enemies. There's nothing that can stop us now. Right, Link? Yeah, go us. That's the spirit. Now that's how a hero should sound. Okay, let's go. Alright, so if you look on your map, yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And hey, we got some bee larvae. Not even sure how that got up here, but whatever, I'll take it. But, yeah, so there's a new type of phantom, and all these weird, like, floating, glowing circle things. Now, if you've played Phantom Hourglass, you know that these phantoms are called warp phantoms, and that those weird, glowy things are called phantom eyes. And phantom eyes will alert the warp phantoms of your presence, and allow the warp phantoms to transport right over to where those phantom eyes are and try to attack you. So, really, this section of the Spirit Temple is going to be more or less like being stealthy and sort of thinking our way through some of these problems, because honestly, this section's not hard. It's just that you need to watch out for the phantom eyes, and there are some minor tricky puzzles that you do need to think about. So real quick, let's grab our whip because we want to grab this sword if we can. There we go. And throw into the right fish. If you throw into the fish on the left, it's actually going to cause another phantom to appear. And trust me, you don't want that. Having one phantom on here is super beneficial later on when we gain the ability to, you know, send Zelda inside the phantoms once we collect all three of these tiers. Now, here's the thing. Even though the phantom eyes are technically all on, like, the lower section of these floors, they can still see you when you're on these upper sections. So you want to move quickly, and pretty much no matter what, you're always going to get spotted by this phantom eye, which doesn't matter because, yeah, the tier of light is right here, and there is a safe zone. So as long as you make it here quick enough, you should be fine. Like, the phantom will warp over to you, but he can't reach you since we're inside the safe zone. So eventually, yeah, he'll just go away and allow us to go back to where we were. So hopefully, we can get back through here and not have any of the phantom eyes see us, because I kind of want to remain stealthy. And gosh dang it, alright, I knew that was going to happen at some point. Like, there's no way around that. Thankfully, it happened here where it's kind of easy to get around to where we need to be. And wow, where is the phantom actually? Because he's not even on the map. Oh, there he is. Now he's back on the map. That was really weird. Like, he wasn't there for the longest time. So I guess that worked out for me. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to go back down to where that chest appeared, since I believe inside is a small key or something that I need to get the last tier of light. Because if you look on your map, obviously, yeah, the last tier of light is not on this section of flooring. It's actually in the floor above us. So we need to get a small key to unlock the door that's to my right. But to do that, we need to sort of like sneak past this next phantom. Alright, so it figures he would be walking to the left. Let's just wait for him to get by and sneak around him now. And that's what I mean. Like, this entire section is going to be more stealthy than normal because we need to, like, not get caught by the warp phantoms or the phantom eyes. So it does add that little bit of element of stealth that you should be used to if you've played Phantom Hourglass. And if you haven't played Phantom Hourglass, then yeah, this is pretty much what the entirety of the Temple of the Ocean King was like. So now that we got that small key, I think we're good to go down here. So we should just be able to make a beeline for that locked door and go up to the next level. Like, I will admit, this part of the Tower of Spirits is probably the part that I'm the least familiar with. Like, I know how to solve everything, and I know, like, the solution to all the puzzles. Problem is, like, the order sort of gets mixed up in my mind since there is a lot to do. Like, this is sort of the, I guess you could say, hardest section of the temple, although I personally find it kind of easy. It's just a matter of remembering what to do next when it comes to certain points. Anyways, we've got some narrow hallways, so let's try and carefully take out all of these Phantom Eyes, because there's one Phantom here and he is guarding the last tier of light. Now, if he does get alerted to our presence, I believe he actually has some doors that he locks as soon as that happens, which prevents you from getting the last tier of light, so hopefully we can make that not happen. Since he is sort of guarding it though, what you want to do is make a distraction with your boomerang, and hopefully that can get him to walk away. Let's sort of like lead him out over here. Alright, come on buddy, follow me around here. We should be able to lose like his tracking, like, quickly enough. That way this door unlocks. Yeah, there we go. And now we can grab the final tier of light. Sweet. Now that we got that, we can take on the Phantoms once and for all. Problem is, we kind of need that Phantom to reappear now. So there he is, right on cue. And get inside him, Zelda. Hooray! Now things become a lot easier for us. Hey, check it out. I'm a Warp Phantom now. Hee! Alright, thanks for showing me that. You know those eyeball monster things? They're called Phantom Eyes. If you draw a line to a Phantom Eye, I can teleport straight there. That sounds so nice. I'll never have to walk anywhere again. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Zelda can actually use the warp feature that the Warp Phantoms have and teleport straight to Phantom Eyes. And this is probably one of my favorite mechanics about Zelda in this type of Phantom, because it is so well used in this section of the temple. And as long as you remember that she can do that, this temple is kind of easy from here on out. Like, we can be able to take on any Phantom now and just warp all over the place. And the Phantom Eyes really aren't going to be a problem, since if Zelda is inhabiting the only Phantom body on that floor, none of the other Phantoms can really teleport to those eyes and attack you. But, yeah, let's head in here and grab this chest. And also, yeah, Zelda will kill the Phantom Eyes for you, too. But inside this chest, we got ourselves a Mystic Jade. Alright, not too bad. I think I did sell one of those to Linebeck, and it was worth like 250 rupees or 500. I can't remember, but, yeah, not bad. I mean, we probably will end up selling that. You can use the treasures to make train parts, by the way. Not sure if I explained that. I know, like, Linebeck sort of tells you about it, but, that's what you can also use them for. And gosh dang, actually, you know what? That's not a bad thing that this Phantom Eye saw me, because what I want to do is actually take control of him. So here you go, spot me, and Zelda, you move away now, and hopefully, yeah, I can just attack this guy in the back and send Zelda right into him. That actually worked out a lot better than I expected it to. Sweet! And now we've eliminated the only Phantom on this floor, so this entire area is now pretty much threatless. Like, the Phantom Eyes will bother us, but they're just going to be a bother. Like, they're not going to summon any other Phantoms or anything like that. And, actually, you know what? I don't want to go over there first, because I'm going to need to come back to where I was anyway. So let's head over here and grab our whip, because, yeah, there is a grapple beam that we couldn't really get unless we were on top of Zelda. And inside this chest is another Mystic Jade. There's a lot of collectibles on, like, this floor. They don't take too long to get, so I'll probably just go grab them all. Ooh, can I land on... Aw, man. I was kind of hoping I could land on Zelda, but doesn't really matter. Need to come down here and use our boomerang to light both of these torches. And doing so is going to cause that chest to appear. And that's sort of the reason why I didn't want to come down here on Zelda in the first place, because obviously I needed this chest first. And while I go grab this, let's just send Zelda right over here so I can hop on her back again, since I'll need to do that in like a second. And yeah, these Phantom Eyes, that's what I mean. Like, they're not really a threat, they're just kind of there to annoy you and slow you down. But there's the small key that we need, and that will allow us access to pretty much the left side of this room, since we haven't really been over there too much yet. But before we do that, let's send Zelda with us on our back all the way down here. That way we can pick up another chest. Now, I am trying to explain things sort of quickly as I do them, because this area is really, really long, and I know it sounds weird, but like, explaining it like this is helping me remember what to do next, because this area can be tricky. But hey, we got another Mystic Jade. That's like our third one, dude. That is crazy. Alright, so now we want to send Zelda all the way over to the leftmost Phantom Eye. That's actually past a locked door that we really can't open unless Zelda is over here. So, now that she's over there, we need to go to the left side of this area and use our key to unlock a door. And get out of here, you freaking Phantom Eye. You're so obnoxious. I wish they would just like leave you alone after you take over like the only Phantom on the floor. But yeah, we can unlock this door, and right behind it there is a switch. Now there's a switch on the side where Zelda is as well, and we need to hit these at exactly the same time. So wait for Zelda to hit hers, we'll hit ours, and bam, there we go. Now we're pretty much done with this entire first section, and we can move on up to the next floor. So come on, Zelda, let's go. We got this. We're actually making pretty good progress so far. Really, did you get stuck on a wall? Are you serious? Come on, Zelda. I swear, sometimes the AI for Zelda is like really, really dumb. But alright, so let's see. Now we're on like the other section where we got the final tier of light. And I'm just gonna try and avoid all these weird like purple chews. Thankfully, Zelda can take care of them for us. One thing Zelda can't do though is walk across sand. So yeah, you're gonna find a lot of puzzles like this, and I think this is like the first time you would even realize that Zelda can't walk across sand. But chances are, if there's ever a sand pit, there's probably something you can do to make a bridge. That way Zelda can walk across it, or there's something else you can do to get Zelda over to the other side, like warp to a Phantom Eye, or, wait for it, make use of these weird, like, teleporter platform things that are new. So yeah, basically, if you have Zelda and Link stand on one that are like the same exact symbol, they'll swap location. It's really weird, and this is the first time it's sort of used in the entirety of the Tower of Spirits. So there's a lot of new things that you will have to experiment with. Anyways, while Zelda's walking back to us, let's just grab this sword and throw it into the right fish's mouth. That way we can open up this door and move on up to the next section of the tower. Come on, Zelda, let's keep it moving. We got plenty of more floors to cover. Alright, this one is probably the most confusing floor. There's a lot to do here. So first and foremost, let's take Zelda, and we're going to bring her all the way down to where this yellow triangle is, and we'll send Link onto this one as well, because we need Link onto this side, but obviously that giant like row of spikes was blocking our path, and we can do something about that, but we're gonna need to wait a little bit later. So we'll just take like the faster teleportation method and send Link over that way. Now that he's here, we can do a couple of things, and gosh dang, I totally forgot that Chew spawns as Link. And yeah, not really sure if I mentioned this, but you can use the whip to take out the Zora Warrior shield, and then they become a total joke. But right up here, here's a giant door that we need both Link and Zelda to push open. So we need to get Zelda over here, but obviously that sand pit's in the way. So what we need to do is first and foremost push this block, because there's two switches up here that we will need to press later on. But for now, we're just going to push this block over one of them and sort of like leave it be. Now let's head down here and get onto this square teleporter. And we'll send Zelda up to the square teleporter over here. And that's going to bring her to this side, you know, where that door actually is. Now we need to get Link over there, but the spikes are in our way. So let's take Zelda and send her to that second switch. And once she stands on that, it's going to deactivate the spike trap. Yeah, really, really involved. Like I said, there's a lot of puzzles in this area, and it's like the easiest part to get confused in. Alright, let's grab Zelda now and bring her over to the door, and that is not the right way to the door. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna redraw that. Let's start over. That was just not looking good at all. That's a lot better. You should always look at the map when you're drawing Zelda's lines, because, yeah, the temple layout, it's not exactly the easiest thing to get your bearings in. Anyways, let's push open this door, and on the other side, we did all that work for a small chest that contains a small key. Yeah, a lot of work for that key. That key is like the most important key, though. Now that we have that, let's see, what do I want to do next? I think I need to get Link over on the other side of these spikes. So let's send Zelda back to where that button is. And then, I think we sort of want to start tackling the left side. This is probably where things get really, really tricky, because I know I need to send Zelda over there via one of the Phantom Eyes. So let's take Zelda and send her all the way to the leftmost Phantom Eye. And once she's over here, oh, you know what, actually, crap, I can't really do anything with Zelda right now because I need to hit a switch. So go hang it over there or do something, Zelda. And let's go and hit this switch. I need my boomerang to do this, but the switch is right there. All right. And yeah, that's going to create like a short little bridge. That way Zelda can get across that sand trap. Now we're good to go. Almost forgot about that. See, one tiny little detail could really set you back in this temple if you forget about it. Thankfully, I remembered it quickly enough, and now we should be good to go. Let's send Zelda down across these spikes and onto this red circular pad. And while she's moving down there, we'll put Link on the other one of those pads and send him over to the left side. And once we get both of them over there, we can pretty much finish up the rest of this floor. Like, believe it or not, we're almost done with this section of the tower. There's only a little bit left. It just takes a while. So let's just warp Zelda back over to this Phantom Eye. And we actually need her to come back down to us. Like, you use Zelda a lot in this section of the tower. Like, almost more than Link, I would say. But yeah, she needs to stand on that switch. That way the spikes that are blocking our path will recede, and we can pass over them. So come on, Zelda. Hurry up. You know, I kind of wish, like, when you switch to Zelda, it would just give you full control instead of, like, having her follow the path or anything like that. But I suppose it's not really a big deal, since this is, like, the largest area where they make you control Zelda just with the pathing that they have. But now, we need Zelda to stop these boulders and push them forward. That way, she can sort of create like a safe path for Link. So just keep drawing forward, and hopefully, we can get to the area with the little opening. Like, one more boulder should do it. Alright, we're clear. Now, let's just have Zelda, you know, come straight through there and step on this switch. We'll step on the other one. And now it'll be much easier to cross over to both sides. But before we go back to the main center, we actually need Zelda to do one more thing, but we also need this Phantom Eye alive, so let's stun him, and we're going to need our whirlwind to do this, and we need to do it fast. We want to blow this guy across over to this area, and now we need Zelda to teleport to him, since obviously there's no way that we can make a bridge over that sand pit, but we need both characters over here. That way they can activate both of these switches. So that actually worked out really well, and that unlocks that door, and we already have the key for the door behind that door, which means we are pretty much good to go. And thankfully there is a Phantom Eye right there, so we can just have Zelda teleport to that guy. But let me set up Link first, because I kind of just want to like run past him once Zelda does teleport. And there we go. Actually, there are two Phantoms that I just forgot about, so let's have Zelda kill this guy first, and now we'll be able to run past him, unlock the door, and move on to, I believe, the last floor of this section of the tower. Oh man, it's been a long time coming, guys. Like, this is easily the longest section of the tower and most confusing, but floor 16 is very, very easy. So, let's check out this stone slab. Move from the green tile to the red tile. Your path will form a special symbol. Alright, so it's kind of cryptic, but basically what the game wants you to do is watch the movements of the Phantom on the right side of the map. Now, I actually know his pathing already, so I'm just going to draw on the map, that way you guys know. But basically, he'll walk in this direction and sort of create a little bit like of an arrow shape, and we need to recreate that on the left side. So, let's send Zelda over to this Phantom Eye, and there's the green tile that the slab was talking about. And basically what you want to do is have Zelda walk in the exact same path as the other Phantom, and you're going to end up by touching the green tile. So let's keep drawing this path. You kind of want to be as accurate as you can be, but the game does give you a lot of leeway. Oh, and it's the red tile that you're ending on, not the green one, my bad. But yeah, as long as Zelda like hits every basic tile in the center when she's crossing over, we should be good. And come on, just a few more tiles. I think I drew my line well enough, and yes, we did. Fantastic. So doing that will unlock the last door. Now we can move up to where the rail map actually is. So yeah, we're done pretty much. Like, we did it, guys. We got through this section of the Tower of Spirits. Like, it may have taken a while. We may have had to been more stealthy, but we got to use some cool mechanics, see some new stuff. So overall, it was a lot of fun. And even though it did take a lot longer than like the previous sections, I still think this is probably one of the best sections of the Tower of Spirits, and it's certainly better than the entirety of the Temple of the Ocean King. But here we are. So long, Phantom Suit, and goodbye, special glowy sword. I'll miss you guys, but you served us well. And I guess Zelda has nothing to say, so, well, here's the rail map. Let's pick it up. And we got the fire rail map. Some of the lost spirit tracks on it are reappearing. Look at that. Uh-oh. Hey, Zelda's happy. Wait, how did I high-five you? You're a ghost. So this is your handiwork, is it? Oh no! Restoring the spirit tracks. Rebuilding this tower. You two were behind it all, weren't you? It didn't have to come to this, you know. If you just minded your own business. Stop, Byrne! Wait, Angine? What? How'd you get up all those stairs? I always suspected this day would come. Indeed, I had a premonition the day you left the tower. That's how I feel, guys. No matter how many times I corrected your behavior, you never were very good at listening, were you? You were an unworthy apprentice. Dang, get told, Byrne. Holy moly. And now look at you. How can I face the spirits of good? The spirits sent us here to continue their work. That you would try to resurrect the Demon King? It's unfathomable to me. I have no wish to continue the work of the spirits. Why would I want to serve the spirits when I can become as powerful as they are? That was the reason why I came to study with you. But the spirits never answered me. No matter how hard I worked, or how long, they never granted me any more powers. Tell me, Master, When you realize that your wish will never be granted, what do you do then? The answer was clear. Become even more powerful than the spirits themselves. And the only being more powerful is Malladus. Your thoughts are twisted. It's obvious that the time for saving you is past. My words would only be lost on you. Hurry to the fire temple, your highness, quickly! You too, Link, restore the spirit tracks. But, Anjean! Go, I will handle this situation. Now then, shall we begin? Perhaps this time, things will be different. Ouch. Are you alright there, Link? But Anjean, she's up there all by herself now. I guess we just have to believe that she'll be okay. Let's do as she said and go to the fire temple. We must hurry to restore the spirit tracks in time. You got it, princess. But you know what? I think that can wait until the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.